What we doing? Mathematics?
Welcome to the final episode of Can We Talk for the year of 2018. This is your boy Eric McLeod. We have our usual suspects here, Shane and Anthony. What's going on, y'all?
What's going on, man? I'm rocking out to this beat, man. We ain't
Seriously?
heard this one in a while.
It's been a minute since we heard this. I like it. It's just like nice and calm. Get you set that mood for you a little bit. But y'all, this is our last show for 2018. How y'all feeling?
Feel good, man. You know, this is 57 for 58th episode.
Man,
We've been going for a while.
That's crazy.
We halfway to syndication.
that's right. That's crazy. 57, man. So I wanted to kind of touch on, and we can talk about this later though. Just sort of our favorite shows over the past 58 or so, or just favorite topics, and we can talk about it later if you want to.
Yeah, we can definitely get into it later because I do got a few I like.
Oh, and we got these shots too.
Oh yeah.
Are we going to take a shot for the new year, or are we going to wait to the end?
Wait.
Let's wait to the end. In terms of current events, I don't really have anything.
We're still in the shutdown.
Yeah, we're still in the shutdown. We're in limbo with that.
So how to just speaking from someone that doesn't like know much about this. So when it comes time for tax returns, can you still file that?
Oh,
The IRS
that's
is
a good question.
They're considered non-essential. So
Oh.
I think they may have to push back the deadline.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I know somebody that works for the IRS
So
and they're currently furloughed.
Oh God, that's messed up.
Oh wow. Okay.
That sucks.
Yeah, that does suck.
But you know what? Hopefully they can resolve this soon. Because I know the House is getting ready to change to Democratic House, and so hopefully they get a bill passed in the next couple of weeks or so. Get these people back in there working, getting jobs, getting some money. Because I feel bad.
But he wants the wall. That's what the holdup is.
Yeah, but all right. I heard that he wants to compromise. He first said $5 billion. He dropped it down to $2.5 billion for the wall. And so I think if we can meet him maybe at $1 billion, he might be happy. Who knows?
What good is the wall going to do?
It's symbolic. It's just it's a symbol of some type of progress or win that he wants. I mean, it really does.
It's a waste of money.
It is.
I think he has a checklist of things he wants to do. President was one of them. Wall was another, and he wants to get this off the checklist.
I want a Trump supporter to give me 5 valid reasons why a wall is important. Just 5.
I met a black Trump supporter. He wants to come on our show.
Oh my God! I don't know if I got the time for that.
That could be interesting, but what do you think? What do y'all think?
About what?
Bringing him on.
I mean,
I want to.
I want to know his reasoning, his understanding. Is he?
That could be a dark episode.
No, I won't say it's dark, but it's going to provide us another opportunity to hear a different side of the story. I think
it will.
We become one-sided sometimes. We bash Trump a lot.
Remember when Marquise was going to bring a cop on here?
Yeah,
that would have been interesting.
We got to reach out to Marquise, get that, make that happen.
Right.
But I mean, I think it'll make an entertaining show for sure. I'm just, again,
set it up.
Yeah, let's set this up. Reach out to him. Bring him in for.
What's up with all this?
Because I'm excited.
That should be.
Because my friend, shout out to Laquita. She's a fan of the show. She was like, man, my cousin wants to come on. And I'm like, okay, what does he do? She's like, he's a Trump supporter. I was like, oh shit.
It's going to be juicy.
Is he a fan of the show?
I'm not sure if he's listened to our show, but I know Laquita and her soon-to-be husband, they do. They both listen to our show.
Did I meet them?
Yeah, she did.
Okay, cool.
Well, thanks, Laquita, for listening. We appreciate you.
Thank you for listening, Laquita.
But yeah, that's going to be interesting. I'm curious his point of view and sort of what drew him to Trump.
But I get accused of being a Trump supporter.
Why?
Because I'm not a fan of Obama.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm not a fan of the Democrats, basically taking advantage of our vote, but not giving us anything in exchange for those votes.
I feel you.
You're allowed to not like either.
Right. You don't have to. I think people try to make you conform, must be a Democrat. No.
Or if you're not a Democrat, then you must be a Republican.
Right. It's not an either or. It's just it's a spectrum. I could have a bunch of thoughts and opinions. It doesn't make me a Republican or Democrat. And I think that's sort of the issue we facing because we're so one-sided. We're just you either this or you that. My thing is, in any stable democracy, you can have people with all types of beliefs, understandings, and it's about the ability to compromise, find a way to get into the middle. But I think at this point we're sort of held stagnant because no one wants to budge one bit. It's ridiculous. But I guess for my segment, it's not much I want to talk about. It's all depressing. It just gets me depressed. It's hard.
Did anyone pass away or something?
Anybody pass away?
This is the one time. This is the one time I've seen Eric. Like,
we should do a recap.
I ain't got nothing.
We should do a recap of everyone who died in 20.
We can't remember. We definitely.
That's
Aretha
what Google is for.
Aretha Franklin.
We love, Aretha off rip for sure.
Aretha, George H.W. Bush, his mother or his wife?
His wife.
His wife.
Both died.
Who else we got here?
This is their in memoriam show.
Yeah.
Not prepared.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not prepared.
It was one of those things where I'm like, we got to do a recap of the 2018, but.
Yo, shout out. Just shout out. Let's just give a shout
right.
out.
Shout out to all those who passed away, lost their lives in 2018. You're gonna be missed. We remember you forever. Aretha, George H.W. Bush, Barbara Bush. Wait, did she die this year or was it last year? I feel like she might have died 2017.
Shout out to Betty White for still being around.
Seriously, Betty White is kicking it strong.
Girl is healthy.
My God.
The oldest World War II veteran.
Oh, yes.
Also.
Yes, so he's the oldest World War II veteran, 112 years old.
Randy got to say something. He got to let his piece.
The creator of SpongeBob SquarePants died.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Stephen Hilden.
How could I forget about that?
Hildenbrand. Hildenbrand. We talked about him. Yeah.
It wasn't really my childhood. It was like sort of, I guess, my...
Yeah, I was in
Mac
high
Miller.
school. Yeah, Mac
Oh, yeah, Mac Miller. Shout out to Mac. Man, that was a tough one, though.
That was a tough one.
one.
Because I was a fan. Like, when you're a fan of somebody that passes, it's even harder.
Stan Lee.
Stan Lee.
I can't forget about
Shout
Stan
out to
Lee.
Stan.
I just saw Spider-Man also.
Yes. What y'all think about the Spider-Man segment where they had like Stan Lee as the cashier?
Was that his voice or was that like a sound?
That was definitely him.
That
was
He
him.
recorded before he died.
Oh, okay, cool. Tom Wolfe, he's an author. He passed away. Anthony Bourdain.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Was that this year?
That was
Yeah.
this year. This seems like a long year.
Yeah. Paul Allen, the co-founder of Microsoft.
Oh, Paul Allen, yep. Man, we lost some hitters, heavy hitters.
Burt Reynolds.
Forgot about that. Man. Burt Reynolds.
I don't want to keep doing this. This is sad, but shout out, man.
Yeah. Rest in peace, you all. Shayna, anything for you? Hip hop one.
Top 5 albums of the year.
Top 5.
What y'all think?
Top 5 albums of the year.
Hip hop only.
Hip hop only.
Oh, this is gonna take some.
Let me go down the list here.
This is gonna be a minute, real. I gotta remember everything that came out this
Okay,
year.
mine, and I'm gonna list them in no particular order. KOD.
Mm-hmm.
Daytona.
Daytona was
Daytona
cold.
Daytona was good. Yeah.
Victory Lap.
Victory
Okay.
Lap was good.
Redemption.
Redemption. J Rock.
Yeah, J-Rock.
Okay.
Okay.
And my fifth space is blank.
What about Cardi B? Invasion of Privacy.
I don't listen to her.
No.
I mean, I did enjoy that album a lot. I did. But I don't know, like I didn't know what to put like in that last space. And the minors are like they're not in.
Oh,
any
Book of
particular-
Ryan.
You're
Oh.
right, Book of Ryan. You're absolutely
Oh.
right.
All right. Cool.
No Travis Scott. No.
No.
Astro World was cool. So what I got, I mean, I still got to re-listen to some of these, so I didn't put some on the list. But what I got that I have re-listened to, I got Book of Ryan, Daytona. I put Astro World there with a question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Kamikaze wasn't bad. Lupe Fiasco, Drogas Wave. That was a pretty good, well-constructed album.
It was.
Okay.
And that's it for me. Was
Well,
that 5?
That was about 5. See, I'm not as like deep into it as y'all. Like, I only really listen to Astro World. A little bit of what was I listened to Book of Ryan.
That was Royce's best project.
What else some other stuff? Because like every time y'all send recommendations, I try to listen to it. I try to listen to it. I like Champion a lot. I wouldn't say top 5.
Hold up.
Championship, yeah.
Championship. I like Championship.
But I didn't
Because-
want to put that on my list. I'm like, because it's so new, and yes, I am still listening to it. But is it a top 5 album?
Yeah,
of
I
the
don't know.
year?
Hold up, man. I gotta give love to the homie. I gotta knock Travis Scott out. 5 goes to Anwar Sadat, my friend. He released an album called Clarity on all streaming services.
Oh, we got to bring him on here.
I gotta give it to him. Yeah, he can't make it on Sundays,
Oh man.
but I gotta give it to him. He's my number 5.
Okay. Who else had no man? My memory is just like,
Lil Wayne.
oh no, I don't mess with Lil Wayne. Did Pusha T have an album?
Daytona.
Oh, Daytona. Shoot,
Was that an album though?
it was.
Yes, it was.
Wasn't it?
I think if they defined
Drake
it as
had an
such,
album.
Oh, with Scorpion, right?
Yeah.
I like that one.
Scorpion is like
I like Scorpion.
You got the rap Drake on disc 1, you got the R&B on disc 2, so it's the best of both worlds.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. Dang. Yeah, we're gonna just skip me, man, because I'm.
It's okay.
My
man.
memories just evade me right now.
What
Do you have any favorite R&B projects of the year?
Oh, Jacquees, you know, the king of R&B. What you talking about?
King of
I
E.
still haven't listened to him.
Man, I've never even heard. I didn't hear about this guy until he came out on Twitter or whatever. This whole.
I heard about him
Upward.
through that whole Trip fiasco.
I'm just like, how are you gonna claim that you're the king of R&B, but you
I feel
never
like
made
you
your own
should
album?
Feel that way. Well, he does have a project.
Oh, he does.
out.
Oh,
But I feel like you should feel that way about yourself. I feel like you should feel like you're the best in whatever it is that you do.
I agree. I think you should always have confidence in.
And he said of this generation.
but that's still even a stretch, though. That's a stretch.
I'd say it's a stretch too, but I admire the confidence.
Yeah.
I admire the marketing of it. Like it was genius.
It is. I mean, confidence is key. You always want to set your aspirations high, and you want people to know that you're serious. But that's a big claim to make.
Wait a minute. You know what we gotta talk about?
What's that?
Bone Thugs and Migos.
Oh,
I know that's a soft spot for you. Those
you know,
your people.
I love Bone Thugs and Harmony. They will always have a
Right.
special place in my heart.
So do you think which Bone was it that brought this up? Was it Crazy or
Lazy.
Lazy
Oh,
bone.
it was Lazy. Do you think Lazy had a point, or he was trying to bring more popularity to Bone Thugs?
I feel like he does have a point. Like, you can't proclaim yourself to be the best group of all, like, rap group of all
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Like, I can name at least maybe 10.
I put crisscross over Migos, man.
Really? Are you joking?
I'm joking. No, I'm
okay,
joking.
because I was about to say.
And
I'm
we
being
got
tongue-in-cheek
Bone
right
Thugs
now.
and Harmony,
For real.
Outkast, UGK,
Yeah.
Tribe,
Tribe Called Quest.
Slaughterhouse.
Yeah. You got it's a bunch of groups you put ahead.
Right.
God.
Rakim.
Well, that was just
I mean,
him, though.
Of this generation, though.
Eric B had the beat, but
Gangstar.
Of this
Little
generation,
Brother.
they are probably one of the hottest groups
They're the hottest.
of this generation, for sure. Because I
Yeah.
don't think there's not even a lot of rap groups anymore, like outside of.
There aren't a lot of groups.
Yeah, it's not
Period.
a lot. That's true. That is true. I remember when P. Diddy was doing like the making the band and like the.
I
Yeah.
think that is like really bad marketing. Like
What?
the humiliation that he put them through, and then he made them put an album
yeah,
out.
like
Yeah.
Like that whole making them walk to get cheesecake.
I know,
I
that's
don't want to.
hilarious.
I don't want to hear what you got to rap about after that.
I hated
Yeah,
that
that's
segment,
true.
man. Like not and I it's like because I knew that like I like Enes
Yeah.
because Enes
Yeah.
was a
He had
rapper.
bars. Man.
Babs did too.
Babs that bar. Yeah.
Yeah, like as a battle rapper today, Enes is cold.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
he's redeemed himself since making the band.
For sure.
But watching making the band, I'm like, damn, he went through all that and just for like a visual punchline. Like
And I feel like a lot of people overlook Day 26 because of the show. And they
I
had
agree.
great material.
They almost made him like they made him a novelty. They just made him like this thing like. Just at this time, it's like it took away their serious like their actual abilities. Like it just
Yeah.
made them into these characters. But I love the fact with like Day 26, the sing-offs they had.
Yeah,
Like-
the sing-offs were
like-
awesome.
Like you guys put two people against each other, two groups, and just sing it out.
right.
That was kind of funny.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess that was a learning curve that that stuff ain't good for the artists and that
Yeah.
we shouldn't do that again.
I mean, they did have a couple. Like Day 26 had some good songs.
They
that
had
came out
two
afterward.
albums, and they're both really like great, like solid albums. Like there is some great R&B that has come out of Bad Boy, and Danity Kane was pretty cool too. I like them. I enjoyed them too. But I feel like as far as for those groups, the show did more harm than good.
Do you think the concept of groups is a dying type of thing, or is it?
Dead.
I mean, I would say more so in rap, but there's a lot of pop groups
I don't
and
know, man. Slaughterhouse had a
mostly-
good run before everybody split up.
yeah.
Bring
Well,
back boy bands.
K-pop has a lot of boy bands. Like that's their thing.
Oh yeah.
Like the Korean pop, they
They're
love.
like super manufactured.
Seriously,
though,
like they pick someone who could represent like what girls like. Like so they get the nerdy guy, they got the smart guy, they got
Right.
so it's one person for everyone.
But here's the real question: did you like Lazy Bones diss?
no.
Yeah, because I heard a lot of people didn't like that song.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. Yeah, I don't-
I get
I'm
it
behind on
though.
something.
I get it. I don't think anything's gonna really come out of this. I think Migos is still gonna be popular.
Yeah.
I mean, Bone Thugs could get that comeback. They could if they really wanted
I
to.
don't know. Ain't they like pushing 50 right now? Though?
But look at Tribe though.
Yeah,
Tribe
sure.
got their comeback. So what else happened? You got any other news or?
Yeah.
No,
Anything else in the
nothing
music front?
really.
Hey
No.
man,
I seen OG Mako. He
Mm.
said that Travis Porter, as far as influence, is better than Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Travis Porter. I forgot about them.
Yeah. For the longest time, I forgot they
They
didn't know their
walk
group.
so the Migos could fly.
They walk so the Migos. Yes. Oh, I do have one thing. This is kind of relating to. It relates to music, but it relates to also a trailer. How you feel about that? I Got Five on it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah,
remix.
the Us
Hey y'all,
trailer.
look, we shouldn't look too much into this. Like, I think we should wait until the movie, but it was a great trailer.
I love that song though. It creeped me out though. I'm like, I
Oh,
can
yeah.
never listen to that song.
And it shouldn't
same
be
way again.
lost that a Howard alum's son doesn't know I got 5 on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, he does well with music too. Like I remember Redbone felt so well with Get Out, and just like the theme song of the film in general. So yeah, he does well with music.
That's
Yeah, I
definitely
saw
true.
a lot of like op-eds like talking about, like, oh, this is perfect and this is why, like, this is so fitting.
Oh,
and
it's just a
Jordan
trailer.
Peele was like, I picked it because it's a dope song.
Yeah.
Like, it's not
Yeah.
even all that deep.
But that's a good thing for him though, that people like Get Out made an impression that strong.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's gonna be a good movie. I got faith in it.
Yeah, and we could talk about that more in your segment. I know that
It looks strong. Well, hold up, I ain't got nothing to say.
Oh, you don't?
I mean, no, I got something to say. Like I've seen movies, but
Oh,
as
okay.
far as Us, Us is a good trailer.
Yeah, I think it was one of the most solid trailers that I've seen, like horror trailers I've seen in a long time. Again, it gave you enough without giving away too much of the plot. Like I
Right.
still have a lot of questions. Like, where's this going to go? What
That's
does
how
this
it should
mean?
be.
That's how it should be. I remember seeing a trailer for it's a movie about like a dog coming back home. What is it?
Oh, I saw
Dog's
that.
Purpose.
The Dog's
Yeah.
Purpose.
That's the first one.
But
This
No,
you
one-
saw the
new
whole
one.
movie.
Right, you
in
saw the whole movie in the
trailer.
trailer. I'm sorry, like you literally saw every single thing that happened in the movie
In
Well,
the trailer.
in the trailer. I'm like, why would I spend my money on this?
Well, you could argue the trailer for Get Out kind of showed most of the movie. It showed him being skeptical of the parents. It showed him getting like tied up. It
Yeah.
showed him like fighting back.
But you had
That was-
really no context though. It was
You didn't know why it was all happening, but you knew something was going on. You knew it was a twist on Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. You knew that much.
Right. But I think it's all. But again, the way that he does his trailers, he's going to give you enough to where you're like you're satisfied. You kind of want to explore more. But he's not going to give away the whole thing. He always adds twist to it.
But that movie is for dog lovers, though. Like I miss my dog, so I probably might check it out. But that's
Yeah.
for the dog lovers, man.
I definitely see it,
My
man.
daughter asked me about my dog because every year we hang up her stocking.
Yeah.
And she passed in 1999.
Oh,
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh,
But we hang up her stocking, and this year was the first time my daughter actually asked about her.
oh wow. Y'all keep the stocking from 1999?
Yes, that dog was fucking awesome.
I got something.
Haven't had another dog since.
Wow.
I got something to bring to the table if we're transitioning.
Yeah, let's transition.
Just transition.
Because it's still hip hop, but B.O.B. I think I got to talk about him.
Okay.
I'm
This me a flat earther.
when he
Right,
when he
he is.
first but when he first came on the scene with Don't Let Me Fall and what was that song, I'll Be in the Sky. I don't know, man. He has so much promise to me. He looked like the spawn of 3 Stacks.
Yeah, I'll Be in the Sky had a very outcast like feel.
He
Yeah.
like the spawn of Cast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
And then when he kind of like went his own ground, like I admire him for doing what he wants to do, but it was kind of like, man, B.O.B. he could have been something.
I agree. I think maybe the industry changed him. Maybe he decided like
It was a head scratcher, man, because he had always been with Grand Hustle. I don't know what
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah, he did sort of just drop off. And you're right. In terms of like lyrics and just abilities, he seemed like he had the talent. Like,
And
it
now
seemed like he's capable.
I believe now he's retired. I think he said he was retired.
I mean, maybe he just did what he had to do. Maybe he wasn't a person who wanted to stay in the game that long.
Yeah, and some people, they know when they have run out of things to say.
Yeah. Like, even like Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap had a couple of good songs, and then he sort of...
Fetty Wap is like more famous for having kids than he is for his music.
Yeah.
Nah, I think he's more famous for Trap Queen.
Or a better example, Waka Flocka. Like, he was like, all right, I did what I got to do.
Yeah, but Flocka is like Gucci, though. They both got their core fans. They're still going strong.
But he's done. He retired, though. He's like, I did what I had to do. I made my money. Now I'm trying to
But you heard, like,
move
his
on.
mother in the interviews, she was like, he can't rap. Like, I never really had any type of faith in him until she heard, oh, let's do it. Because she saw all the other material that he recorded before that. She was like, this sucks.
Where's B.O.B. from? Was he...
Atlanta, I believe.
Okay.
He had an album with Scotty ATL.
Yeah.
That was a good collab mixtape. I was like, okay, it's kind of like a return to form for B.O.B. because he was kind of like an OG to Scotty ATL on that mixtape. But after that, it was kind of like...
When was that mixtape?
Like Live and Direct.
Like recently? Was that?
Yeah. It was. I want to say it's like 2016 it came out, maybe. I got to check. But I don't know, man. I just something that ran through my mind. But I've caught up on my Netflix movie game a little bit.
Okay.
I finally saw Bright.
Okay.
It's about time, man.
How did you feel about it? It's been so long. Last time when Bright came out, Dave was our engineer.
Yeah. He called it Orca's the New Black, which I think is a very fitting title.
Yeah.
I think it was solid. It was a solid action movie. Again, back to what I said about Will Smith. I mean, I feel like it wasn't up there. Like, as a movie, it was good, but as a Will Smith movie, it was just...
I enjoyed the film.
It definitely couldn't have held in theaters.
Oh, no, not
It
at
would
all.
have bombed.
That would have been
I don't
on
know.
DVD probably the next month.
I don't
More
know
like-
about bombing, but I thought it was solid. It was solid. I'll give it that. I saw Searching, though. Searching has John Cho from Harold and Kumar. It's a serious thriller. It takes place like entirely on like computer, phone screens, and just like GPS screens. It's done in a very clever way. A widowed man, a daughter goes missing, and he searches the internet to find clues of where she is. Great thriller, great mystery, keeps you guessing until the end. Very good movie.
Did it come out this year?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so. Searching is very good, and John Cho does great in the lead role too.
I love Harold and Kumar.
Because I feel like when you do these it's a good movie.
Yes.
I feel like when you do these mystery films, you can sometimes drop the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. It's definitely easy to do
I
that.
feel like Bird Box dropped the ball a smidge.
Bird Box needs to explain some things.
I'm like, where did it come from?
Right.
Everybody on Facebook is talking about this movie.
They said it had one of the best openings for like a Netflix movie.
It's a decent movie, but there's a lot of gaps in the storyline, and I need them to be explained. I need someone to do another trailer, not a trailer, but like a explanation
or
of
something.
something.
Come on, man. I mean, when it's a fictional movie, sometimes you don't need the explanation.
Mm-hmm.
Some stuff just happens.
I guess, but it's
I
like
need it, man, because I'm tired of all these hood and suburban op-eds. Like,
right.
When you over-explain something, that you could end up being a happening.
I mean, but
and the happening
like
was
I've
horrible.
heard that it is like like a metaphor for mental illness.
Yeah.
And I've heard that it is a how-to film for white women to survive.
Oh, interesting.
When the system breaks down.
I heard it compared to like how the monster movies of like the 60s were against communism. Bird Box is against social media. Like the monster is representative of social media.
All this means is that it's doing something right. You guys got all these theories. Everybody has all these theories. It means it's doing something right.
I guess, man, but I just need to explain first off. Again, where did the monster come from? Like, why now?
Maybe you don't need to know. Maybe it's your interpretation.
Yes.
You could chalk it up to that.
Did anyone see Black Mirror Bandersnatch?
I did.
How did you like it?
I didn't.
She doesn't like to choose your own
I
adventure.
don't want to choose because, like, if you choose wrong, like the first time I chose wrong, one of the characters like told the other character, the main character, like, you chose wrong, and then I had to go back and then it chose the right answer for me.
It's like you ain't ready for this.
The thing
And
is,
then one time, I chose one, and then like it makes you like go back. I thought I was at the end of the movie. I'm not sure if I finished it.
but that's the whole premise of the movie. You have no control. Like even us from the outside, we think we have control, but we actually don't. The story's already written.
I mean,
Yeah.
We're just playing it out as the writers want us to play it out.
I feel like you should. I feel like we got to give Black Mirror and Netflix their credit because they're trying to get us engaged.
Yeah.
Like I was talking with you about something Friday night about how Netflix versus
I
the
wasn't
video.
invited.
Well, we didn't know where you was
Oh,
at.
sorry.
It was impromptu,
Right.
but
Messing.
like it's like Netflix versus the video store. You understand?
Right.
It's like with Netflix, you pick a movie. If you don't like it, it's so easy to change it because there's so many films.
Options, yeah.
With like a video store like Family Video, you made the time and energy to go out to that store, search through the library, pick out something. By the time you pick it out and drive back to your place, you kind of gained a relationship with what you bought. Meaning that if you watch it, you're going to watch it to the end because you rented it and be like, okay, I'll just try it out.
Yeah.
Whereas with Netflix, you know, it's just that 10-minute pass test and you're like, nope, not for me.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like there's something there. Like Netflix is trying to engage us.
Yeah, Netflix, they figured it out. They
It was very fluid though.
yeah.
Like once you made your choice, it wasn't very choppy.
Yeah, I agree. In terms of Black Mirror, they do a great job of sort of, again, showing you the social, give you a glimpse of what society is like. Like we essentially are living what they say, like what they write. And I love the fact that it gives you the option. I love that interactive type of like setting. And people are talking about whether it's a video game or a movie. What would you consider it?
It's a movie.
I mean, but it is interactive. It's just like
it is interactive, but it's not interactive like a Tomb Raider.
A video game gets your heart pounding because when you lose, you get upset because you want to beat the game.
But think about it, the video games are already predetermined. They give you various options to choose from, like some of them, and you're pretty much playing through a movie. You're playing through a story, and it's interactive. So it's the same thing. It's essentially the same thing that you'll see in any video game, interactive video game
I
that
don't
you saw in
want
that
this
movie.
to be a thing though.
I think this is the new season. Choose your adventure.
I was gonna say, didn't you read Choose Your Own Adventure books as a kid?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's the same.
I mean, you got to leave your finger in the page. So
Right.
If you go make the wrong choice, you got to go back and choose the other one.
It's the same exact thing, and I think it's a smart way of doing it because people love options, even though they really have no final determination of what happens. They just like to have the control.
Isn't there something like 5 hours of total content available if you watch it all?
It's a ton.
Yeah, they said like if you choose correctly, it's 40 minutes.
Yeah,
But the average watching time from what they've seen so far is an hour and a half.
Somebody's gonna make a compilation video where it's like, this is if you got this wrong. This is if you do it.
yeah.
wrong.
Someone did that. So they had like a chart, sort of a flow chart that shows exactly if you chose this option, what it's going to lead to. And it took
You got
me
a lot of time in your hands.
seriously. The first time I watched it, I went through every single sort of like every part just to see where it leads, and it took me about maybe like almost 2.5 hours
Quick question.
just going through.
Where did you watch it through? Did you watch it through your computer or?
I had my tablet.
Oh, your tablet. Okay.
I watched
all
it
right.
on my TV.
Yeah, I was using my tablet.
You got a smart TV?
No, I have a Blu-ray with Netflix on it.
Okay. Okay.
I was up at like 3 a.m. I'm like, hey, it's out. Let me go ahead and watch it. I was up until like 5. I'm like, dog, it's time to go to bed. But it was interesting. I definitely, again, I hope it doesn't go like that in the future because it's nice for this one episode, but I don't want to do that for every episode. It's stressful.
And it chooses for you if you don't choose within, I think, 10 seconds.
Yeah. It can get stressful.
So if nobody chooses, do they all see the same thing, or is it random choice if you don't choose?
No.
That's a great question. I didn't let it.
If you got
Do that.
time in your hands, you can test that out.
Nope.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's make that our next show. Just,
No.
Going through Bandersnatch.
right, going through Bandersnatch. But I saw. What did I see? Oh, I saw Aquaman.
Oh,
Anyone
how was
see it?
that? I haven't seen it.
My biggest beef was that it was too long.
Oh.
I think it tried to touch on too many storylines within it that it lost something. It was all over the place. I mean, I liked it. It was entertaining. There was a lot of action, a lot of fighting.
Thanks for explaining. My girl wanted you to explain because she loved the movie. She said, I want Eric to explain why he didn't like Aquaman.
It's just
So-
too much. Like it was too many like not necessarily villains, but it touched on a lot of storylines that weren't necessary to the main overall sort of idea. Like at the beginning, I don't want to get too much away. That's all right.
Yeah, I'm
But
going
just-
to see it sometime this week.
So after you see it, we can have a discussion about it. I just think it was a little bit too. It was like 2 hours and 10 minutes or something like that. It was kind of long, and I don't think any movie should go past an hour and a half. Honestly.
Nah, I disagree, man. I like it when the superhero films are long, like especially the
know.
Avengers,
I
because
have a kid.
you cover a lot of ground.
Like Spider-Man was perfect. It
was-
wasn't
yes.
2 hours. They packed a lot of information
Mhm.
in. Like that was. I didn't get to see it with her because
And
she has another parent.
but you saw it. But you saw it separately.
Yes.
Some of the best superhero films are long,
I was
though.
trying to convince them to go see Mary Poppins today.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't want to see Mary Poppins.
Mm.
So I'm like, don't you go with your dad to see
Right.
Mary Poppins?
You don't want to see your girl Emily Blunt take the torch?
No.
They have my man Lynn.
If I have to see it, like
They got
Miranda?
Hamilton in there.
Yeah, the
I
Hamilton
have
guy.
I have a plan for this week of all the movies that I'm going to see. I want to see Bumblebee.
Bumblebee's
If Bill
co-
Street
I heard
can
that's good.
talk.
Oh yeah, I
I
can see
want
Bill
to
Street.
see Aquaman. But if she doesn't see Mary Poppins, I have to see that first before I take her to see Bumblebee.
Well, you got 2 days. You got two days without
Get
work.
yourself a PSP,
I'm off
man.
this whole week.
Oh, you have the whole week
I'm
too.
off the whole
Oh.
week.
So you got the whole week to catch up on those 4
And
movies.
go to the gym.
You're gonna see him. You're gonna see him at some
It's New
point.
Year's. Oh, we got to do a New Year's resolution. What is that?
You know I don't believe in
I
that.
don't do New Year's resolutions.
I would entertain it for Eric. I'll do it for the culture.
Let's do it.
I'll do it for the
New Year's
culture.
resolution.
Okay.
Shoot.
Write more, work out more,
Yeah.
stack up more,
Seriously.
and that's it.
Yeah, I need to start some businesses, get some extra money, man.
So that's me.
Oh, I definitely want to get more into reviewing more movies. I go to the movies a lot, but I kind of want to go more often because it's fun. I enjoy it.
It's a good life, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And going to the movies by yourself. People clown that, but that's great.
I usually go by myself all the time.
Yeah, I'm on to-
But because I just like, but I want to start like, after reviewing the movies, just really dissecting it, like afterwards, just writing down like, thoughts, things that such. Because I don't. I usually just like,
You trying to take my
keep it
job?
no, but I think you said like, I don't know if it was you or somebody else. They said that when they watch a movie, when you watch a movie with your daughter, you'd say, what did you think? What did it tell you?
Yeah, I debrief, but I have to kind of like debrief her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what did you learn?
But I think we should all ask ourselves this. Like, what did I learn from this movie? Like,
Yeah.
what did it bring me? But yeah, that's one of the things. As well as taking a step away from all this politics and this TV in terms of like just news.
And then, like, when you go to the movies, it's different from being at home. Because I'll watch a movie on Netflix, but I'll be on my phone. When I'm at the movies, I'm not on
That's
my
true.
phone.
Right.
That's true.
During the war periods, people did use film as a way to escape.
Yeah.
It was just a way to escape through that big screen in front of you.
Yeah.
Also, the theater has a freestyle machine.
They do. I saw one when I went
Except
to.
for MJR.
Carbon
But I don't
Hill.
go there because of the clapping either.
I love MJR.
Come on, man. I love MJR clapping.
Yes. People looking at me like I'm crazy.
You geeked for the movie.
Seriously. It's like
No,
a little
it just
cult.
annoys me.
No, it's like a little cult.
The first time I went to MJR, I was with you guys. And
It's-
I caught on immediately. Like, the second
it's
time the clap came
hilarious.
around, I clapped.
It's so
Shayna was
catchy.
looking around like, what is everyone doing? Like,
And then the second time they clapped, I clapped too.
see?
I'm telling you.
And
And
your show has been canceled.
what else for my New Year's resolution? I got to definitely go to the gym more. God. Oh, my God. It's
Everyone
ridiculous.
does, man.
Oh, I want to also run a marathon. Or maybe half a marathon.
Do you want to do that?
Maybe a 5K. All right, I'll put it on a 5K and then work my way up.
I'm like, if you want to do the free press, you got to sign up
I don't know
New
if I
Year's
can.
Day.
I'll walk a marathon.
New Year's Day?
Yeah, you got to sign up. New
That's too
Year's
soon.
Day. If you walk, they have a bus that'll pick your ass up if you're if you're running too far behind.
Oh, for real? We hop on the bus?
Yeah, we'll pick you up.
Yeah.
We could do a relay.
Let's do it.
You can do a relay so you don't have to do the
Oh.
whole. Time.
So I just run the first mile or first 3 miles, 4 miles, hand it off to you.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
if I think in order to do the relay, you have to do the whole thing. So at minimum, you have to have 2 people.
Oh, shoot. So I got to do the first half. What is the
First half
13
and-
miles?
13.1.
First
It's not
13.1.
that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. I've done one. It's not that bad. I did one, and then I came here and did a show, so it's
Oh,
not
I remember
that
that,
bad.
yeah.
Shayna, you got a resolution for Eric? Just because he wants us to have one.
Yeah, what's your resolutions?
I need to make more time for myself.
There you go.
Everyone does.
I need to make more time for myself. I haven't been to the gym as much because Jordan picked up an activity that takes up a lot of my time. Both of her activities take up a lot of my time. So because I haven't made time for myself, I've kind of gotten out of shape. So I just need to make more time for myself. I need to, do more self-care. If the market picks it back up, I'm going to get braces this year.
Okay. You going to get the invisible?
Oh, yeah, I'm too old for the metal.
The Invisalign?
But if I do get braces and the market doesn't pick back up, I might have to get metal. But I want to get the Invisalign.
Yeah.
You don't seem like you need them. I mean,
Yeah, you got
That's
good
just
teeth.
the whole thing. Thank you, but I want.
I had to get some too because one of my teeth were a little turned, but
It turned up. Oh, I do want to add another thing. What was your favorite episodes?
oh yeah,
from this
2018.
year.
I want to say my favorite was when we had the crossover with the two divas.
Oh yeah,
That was fun.
That was very fun.
I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation. They were just
we
fun
got to get
people.
back in touch with Cass and Natasha.
We have to. That was a really
The
really.
election episode was definitely one of my favorites. I was like really sitting in my chair about to burst because I was just so excited to talk about like politics with
Yeah.
people that knew more
Who
about it
knew
than
it.
me.
Seriously.
top 21 best hip hop albums.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty good episode.
That was a really good
We
one.
had our girl Robin with us and Paige.
Yeah.
Yo, did you listen to Nicole's episode yet? Where she told that story and she was like a little drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, the drunk history.
Yeah.
That was pretty good though.
That was a good one.
It was a little uncomfortable, but I liked it.
That was very uncomfortable, man. That was hilarious, though. Oh, yeah, what happened was like the person in Vegas, the hitchhiker.
Yeah. It was the Mary Vitson story.
Yeah, that was nuts.
That's what it's called.
Oh, my God.
We had my guy Stay Laced Don and my girl
Oh,
Laura.
Yeah,
that was a
Laura.
good
Yeah,
one
that
as
was a
well.
really good. I drank too much that episode, so I wasn't able to. It was a good. When I went back and listened to it, it was a very good episode to listen to. But like when I was here, I was just so. I really wanted to ask good questions, but I was so drunk.
Right. We had the Black Panther review.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Black Panther,
That
was
was a very good just day because we spent it like we was basically together all day up until
Yeah,
that point.
that was fun.
We had the councilman Saad Almasmari.
Almasmari, yeah.
Yeah, and he won.
He won.
He won. Yep, he won. Congrats, Syed. Almasmari.
And we had your friend here. We were talking about PWIs versus HBCUs.
Oh,
Oh.
Dennis.
That
yeah.
seemed like so long ago.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that was this year. Yeah,
that was January 11th.
Oh, so that was literally
that was
almost
like in the beginning of the
year ago.
year.
that episode, and we could go on a whole nother tangent about that as well. But now, how did you feel about the? I feel like HBCUs are getting more exposure in terms of like television, movies, things of that such.
I'm right now watching Living Single.
Oh, is it on Netflix or Hulu?
It's on Hulu.
I gotta watch that.
All of them are on Hulu, and it has aged very well. Like it's
Yeah.
still funny. It's not like to me, In Living Color hasn't aged well.
Yeah.
like it's not funny anymore.
Not anymore. No.
But like it's a show that has aged very well to
Yeah.
me. So and it's a lot of like the main characters wearing African
Mhm.
garb and HBCU gear. I think two of the characters went to Howard. Maxine and
Yeah,
Khadijah.
Maxine. Yep. So yeah, and I think even on what was it, Blackish, there was a whole episode where Junior went to
Oh yeah, they went to visit.
visit. Was it Howard?
Yeah, they went to visit Howard.
Went to visit Howard. This Is Us. They had what's the name? They had the son visit Howard as well. Howard gets too much love. They get way too much love. I'm sorry.
Because it's like the Harvard of HBCU.
You could go to Morehouse. You can go to Hampton.
Clark.
anywhere. Clark.
They all deserve love, man.
They definitely do. But yeah. But I definitely like that show. That was a good show as well.
Remember we had the Desensitized by True TV,
Oh, remember that?
True Crime TV.
And was that the one we talked about social media? No, that was a different one. We had a social media
That was a
episode.
different
That was
one.
separate. That
It
was a
used
good
to
one
be
as well.
Court TV, and when it was Court TV, it was one of my favorite channels.
Disorder in the Court. That was a great show.
No, they would have like actual. Because I think what was that girl's name that shot and stabbed her boyfriend? What was her
Oh,
name?
she was
Gotta
in
be more
Florida.
Specific.
She was in Florida, right?
I can't remember her name. I think it was.
It was the.
I can't remember. I don't know why I can't remember her name,
Like
but I
start with
watched the
M.
trial on that channel.
Like starts with an M.
I can't remember her name.
But I know for sure it was Florida because she was like she had the crazy eyes. She had the crazy looking eyes.
Oh, hey, Teddy Perkins. We spent the whole day talking about
Teddy.
the
Yeah,
Atlanta
Teddy
episode.
Perkins,
The
yeah.
whole episode talking about
I'm
it.
ready for Atlanta season 4 to come out. I'm excited for it.
3.
Shoot. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Jody Arias.
Jody Arias.
Yeah, they had that trial on there.
Jody Arias. And now True TV has like Impractical Jokers and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
And in
It's
NCAA
funny.
games during March Madness.
Right. But I will admit, I watched like Impractical Jokers marathon. I didn't like it at first, but I kind of do now. It's interesting.
They're just a quirky group of friends that do dumb stuff.
How about we do that for our next show? Take the show on the road. Do some crazy.
Really, like, no.
Right.
Maybe you pay for it. I mean,
So, anything else to close out 2018?
I mean, we got a few more minutes. We can still keep talking.
Have you had to cut anybody off this year?
I mean, I'm personally believing no new friends. Like the people who I have around me, that's it. Like
I
I
don't
don't.
believe
Man,
in
well,
it.
thank you for welcoming me in, man. Thank you.
I don't believe in no new friends.
You don't? Why not?
No, like I feel like there are a lot of people out there that have a lot to offer you.
I mean, and to an extent, I mean, I can be friendly with those people, but I'm not gonna.
Invite them in your circle.
Right.
I get that.
I mean, I think as you get older, it's just like I don't have enough time in my day. Cause think about when we back in college, you meet someone and y'all best friends because you could just like text them, go to the bar, whatever. You have time. Nowadays, we got other things. We got jobs. We got kids, many cases. So it's like it's harder. But I guess with your daughter, you meet the friends of her friends, the parents of her friends.
Yeah.
You become so that's a little bit
Like
different because that's your
dance
circle now.
moms, swim moms.
That's a little bit different. It's like your friends by association. But I feel like for me, I'm like, I don't have time. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's your decision. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you can gain. I think it's possible to gain a new friend through other friends. You know,
Oh yeah,
I
that's true.
introduced you to
That's true.
Nicole. I introduced you to Shayna. You know,
And then Benny introduced me to you, so that's how we became connected. That's true.
right? So you can have new friends. It's just about a matter of like how you meet them.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Sean P. Williams, one of our guests that came on,
Oh,
the actor,
yeah.
writer, and producer. Shout out to
He
him.
inspired me.
That was a very good episode. I wasn't here, but I did. I can't remember if I watched it. I watched the playback.
Yeah, he definitely made me want to follow my dreams.
I know we spoke about astrology, about our signs.
Oh yeah, astrology
Zodiac.
episode.
I think we were all pretty much comfortable with what we heard about each other. I mean, on that one.
Oh, for sure. Like it summed it up perfectly. Like for sure. What's another episode that we did recently?
The Oprah effect.
Oh, Oprah effect. We talked about Oprah and Obama too. I think we did an Obama episode. as well.
We have not done an Obama episode.
we have?
yet.
But we
No.
all agreed that we pretty much like covered all of it throughout our shows though.
Yeah,
about what our thoughts on them.
Yeah, we definitely saw. We already know
Do we really
Shayna
need
doesn't.
one?
Shayna doesn't like Obama.
I'm not
so.
an Obama fan. That's why I get accused of being a Trump
Right?
supporter.
Do we need one? Let's not worry about that.
Let's lay that on the back burner.
Right.
When we have
Yeah.
nothing to talk about, it'd be
And we
like,
just want to bring up
okay,
Obama.
let's entertain Shayna and talk about Obama.
For 2019, we need to have a first lady episode. Just talk about all the first ladies who we like and don't like.
I don't really know him that well.
I don't know.
I know Obama. I know Michelle, but you
Right.
know,
Oh, she got that new book that came out. She did a tour.
Jacqueline Kennedy. I don't really know a lot about
Jacqueline
first
Kennedy
ladies.
Onassis.
The end of CDs. Remember we talked about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, we talked
The
about
end of
that.
the bootleg man.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I think that was the year before.
Was it?
I don't think so.
The bootleg man.
I
Hold
don't
up,
know.
it's on here. That was 2017.
Oh,
That was?
wow.
That was when Marquise was around.
That was 2017. God,
We've been going, man. I'm telling you.
this has been a long time coming.
This is episode 57 we're on right now.
And here's to 57 more.
Sure.
Here. About to bring in the new year. Happy New Year, you all.
Should have gave Randy a shot. but
Randy.
he's
No.
he's good on
One
that.
shot of water. Oh, that vodka was strong. No, it was water. But y'all, this has been a great episode. We look forward to seeing you all in the new year.
And we still got time.
Oh, Oh, we're good.
Come on, keep going, man.
I'm sorry. I was looking
Hey,
at the
man,
clock.
You got somewhere to be?
I was looking at the clock. It's like,
Yeah.
we did start late. I forgot about that. We started late. But you know what? I think that for 2019, I'm definitely looking forward to just the new challenges that come along, man. I think that, each year is like a restart. It's a fresh start. No matter what challenges or obstacles you had last year, this is your time to do it over. Hopefully get it right. I'm hoping this is going to
Stop being a Lions apologist.
You know what? The biggest thing I'm looking forward to for this year, for 2019, is first off in March when we see us, Avengers, in was it April or May?
We gonna do an Avengers episode?
Oh, we got to do an Avengers episode.
Well, what about Captain Marvel?
When is Captain Marvel?
We just gonna shade her?
March. Okay, so I assume that Avengers is probably gonna be June.
Unless they bump it up, I believe it's June.
Yeah, it's usually always in the summer.
I mean, Black Panther was like a cultural phenomenon, though.
I know that was.
The thing about that is, like, the movies usually come out like either late Thursday or Friday, and we have to stay off social media for like 2 days. Like,
seriously,
I'm okay
like
with
that whole. I'm addicted to Twitter, so that whole, like, when we went to go see Black Panther, like, and then I told you somebody spoiled it for me Thursday afternoon.
But what can you spoil about that movie? You pretty much
Somebody spoiled Avengers for me.
People,
okay.
They was like, "Oh,
tweet
y'all was
everything.
all hype about Black Panther and that nigga died." Like, first of all, like that whole piece of commentary was just not necessary.
Right, it was not.
But then you posted it 3:00 Thursday afternoon.
That's because everybody wants to be the first. They want to be the first one to break the news. I'm like,
I want to be
I
I want to be the first because I don't want it to be ruined by social media.
Yeah, man, I've heard of horror stories, man. Like, have y'all seen The Force Awakens? That was like the first like Star Wars comeback movie after the prequels.
Oh. No. I don't think
Okay,
so.
so you don't mind if I say something,
No,
right?
No.
Okay, so Han Solo got killed at the end by
No.
by his own son. So people were waiting in line for the next showing. Guy came out the theater like, "Hey, yo, Han Solo died."
Oh no.
They jumped him. The crowd jumped him, man. They weren't playing with
Did
him.
they like stump him out for real? Like
Yeah,
boots in the face?
because
Stump
you can't take back that truth. You can't take
That's
back that
horrible.
experience,
Why
man.
would he do that?
Just to be a troll, man. You know they exist.
That's like being like someone, having a child. They're like, I don't want to reveal the child's gender until they're born, and then doctor's like, oh, it's a girl. I'm like, come on.
I don't get that.
Yeah, I mean,
I need
like,
to know what color stuff to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind knowing that, but that's just certain people.
No,
yeah.
but that's disrespectful though. There's an etiquette, the movie etiquette that should be written. If there's no like one that exists right now, there needs to be one that is created, like a Twitter movie etiquette. Things you can and cannot say.
Like, there should be, like, because I'm not sure if you guys watch Power, but Power is on demand the morning it airs.
Oh, okay.
So it's on demand in the morning, and then it airs again at 9:00 at night. So people will spoil the show before the actual airing.
It's like shouldn't be
Power.
working.
Power on Stars.
Power on Stars.
Oh,
Like
I don't
produced by 50 Cent. It's a popular show. Like, I've heard like 5 plot twists to Power, and I don't even watch the show.
Nah,
like
I
on
don't.
Facebook, I've seen like little posts like saying, "How could he do this?" And I'm like, I don't care.
I could never get into that. I'm sorry.
But my thing is that I feel like when Infinity War came out, I wasn't on Twitter like you, but I was on Facebook, and people were on their best behavior. I guess that's why they're my friends, but
They
you
were.
know, they were on their best behavior. They was like, "Man, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
Infinity War just happened to me."
I mean,
I'm like-
people would like post cryptic memes and stuff. Like you may not know, get into context, but they didn't try to spoil it. And
They were on their best behavior with that one. But even with Game of Thrones, they're still kind of on their best behavior because they want people to experience things.
again, you have good friends. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone else, like people I know, some of
I
them are
feel
just-
like if it comes out before, well, I feel like when a movie comes out, you got a week.
you got a week.
You got a week.
Yeah.
And then if somebody talk about it, then it's fair game.
When an
Yeah.
episode comes on, when Breaking Bad premiered on Sunday night, you took your spoilers like a man if you
Yep.
didn't watch it that Sunday night.
But then there's this whole thing where people like to watch things like shows or movies or award shows as a quote unquote family on Twitter.
Yeah.
They use certain hashtags and stuff
Sure.
like that. So
I mean, is it different between I feel like movies that come out in the theater as opposed to like new Netflix movies. Is it a difference?
I think there is a difference if it's like a big movie like a Bright or a Bird Box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because like I don't mind if you spoil something on Netflix. I know I can see it at any moment.
Like someone kind of sort of spoiled Bird Box for me, but I was kind of like,
It is what it is,
you
right?
know, it's a movie.
It kind of spoils itself a little bit because then you got the beginning it just turned to 2 kids, but then they go do a flashback and it's everybody in this house, and then she's pregnant, and then there's another.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I don't know who the 2 kids and whoever you're talking about are, but you know,
You need to go ahead and watch. So you watch Bright before you watch Bird Box.
I get it though. I get
though.
that because we did kind of jump on him during the
did.
Will Smith thing.
And guess what?
Yeah.
My opinion ain't changed. But
God.
but no. Shout out to Will Smith. He's a legend. But what I'm saying is, I had to watch Bright before Bird Box because I had put that on my list for so long.
Okay. Makes sense. I mean, but the Netflix list is always ever expanding. You know, it's kind of really hard to like watch everything. There's just so many options.
That's
Way too
good
many.
though, man. Because when you get at an older age, you can experience all this during retirement.
I guess so. It was nice having this week off though, just to watch television, watch movies, and
Oh yeah, I've been just binging, catching up on things.
seriously.
I finished The Americans.
Oh, I need to finish that show.
You need
I'm
to
on the last season.
Spoiler, we're in it.
It's good, man. The last season's good.
That show is a very good show.
Yeah.
Kerry Russell is amazing. Matthew Rice is amazing. It's a great cast.
Did Kerry Russell's character end up working for the Trump administration? No. Did she end up?
I don't have a good comeback to that.
Did
I
she
don't
end
know.
up?
I think they do a very good job with the whole like 80s.
Yeah.
Like with the wardrobe and the music and the cars.
Another thing too is like watching it as an American, you're like, man, these guys hate us. But when they look at us, they kind of think, man, they hate us. So it's a great dynamic with that show.
Yeah.
Do you all watch the Elseworlds crossover on the CW? Supergirl, Arrow,
I
Flash.
I've always wanted to get into the DC shows. I know I
They're
started.
better than the movies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That
I
discussion.
started Arrow. Arrow was alright. You know.
I watched like the first 3 seasons and then I kind of fell off. I do enjoy
Season 4
the
was
Flash.
bad. You could skip season 4.
Okay,
Skip that.
I do enjoy the Flash.
People say they like
Yeah.
the Flash. That he's funny.
We had an interesting conversation.
I haven't watched Black Lightning.
Oh, you gotta watch Black Lightning.
It's pretty
I
good.
like it.
They don't do crossovers. They don't tie in with any of the other DC stuff for some reason.
Yeah.
Maybe eventually, but nothing yet.
Yeah.
And Black Lightning is Scooter from Living Single.
Oh, that's true. That is true. Yes.
I know that actor. I just don't know where I know him from.
I don't know his name. I just know he's Scooter.
Oh my god.
The Elseworlds crossover teased Batwoman, which is coming next year, I believe.
dope.
Cecilia.
Didn't they used to have like a comedy with Vanessa Hudgens about people who like do the newspaper for all the superheroes or something like that? It got canceled, but it was starting to find its stride. before it
Sounds
got
horrible.
canceled. I mean, they said it was a solid comedy, but yeah.
A comedy about the writers.
Like
superhero?
no, the newspaper writers, because Superman just tore down this construction building while beating Zod. You know, like
Yeah.
it was one of those people.
For 2019, I'm definitely going to be a better, more available friend.
Oh, you're talking about Powerless.
Powerless, I think so. Yeah, she's not gonna be powerless, but you know she's gonna
Maybe.
she's gonna be more available.
Be
friend.
more available.
I'm going to be more available, and I'm going to start reaching out. Because I know, like, my friends are, like, super busy, and I'm super busy. But, I need, when I think, because I think about my friends all the time, I just need to just shoot a text. Like, hey, I'm thinking about you. How you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
I
you.
realize that too. Sometimes when I have conversations with my friends, they be like, Anthony, you always talking about yourself. You don't ask about me. I'm like, well, you didn't say nothing. I asked you how you doing. Like, but yeah, I got to work on that too.
Yeah. But it's easy to sort of forget to reach out to people. That's something I got to work on as well. Just, you're busy. For 2019, for the podcast, we're going to get a new theme song.
You think so?
We're going to create our own. We're going to create our own theme song.
Okay. We
We
can
gon-
probably pull that
We
off.
can make that happen.
No,
Randy, can we do this? Can we?
We know some people.
Yes.
We could do our own theme song. We don't have to pay for, like, copyrights and
Right.
stuff.
We
and
can
like,
play it as much
we
as
can
we
play
want.
it as much as we want.
Wait,
Right.
we've been paying copyrights?
Well, Dave,
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Dave.
All right. Yeah.
Oh,
Shout out to Dave for giving a chance on us.
Yeah. We're going to have our own theme song. It's going to be ready for the next episode.
You singing it?
No, we all singing it.
Nah. I think you
You
should
take
sing
a section,
it,
I take a section. We brainstorm this idea, and then Randy's going to record it for us while we're here. He said, no, I don't know about that. But how much time we got left for I want to make sure. All right,
5
perfect.
minutes.
But on a serious note, we do need another song, and I'm trying to decide what's a good. We don't got to necessarily make our own theme, but that may take too much work. I don't know if
I mean, if you know a beatsmith, I'm sure Shayna and I know some people.
Yeah.
We know some people that know some people. We can get it done. It will get done.
Okay.
There's lots of royalty-free music available as well. If you just want to
Royalty-free.
find something that you like that is
Google search
royalty-free.
this real quick. Royalty free.
I think a new song will be
Music.
good though. A new song will be good.
Let's see.
We got new guests coming. Hopefully,
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of new guests.
a few guests,
You know, Trump supporters and
Trump supporters,
doctors and no, I don't know about that.
entrepreneurs,
Entrepreneurs for sure. Entrepreneurs.
maybe some artists. Here and there.
We definitely need to talk about ways to increase everybody's income. So bring in some people who can touch on that.
Yeah, and Jordan wants to be on the show.
Oh, we bring her in. She could be
We
our
could
next
have
guest.
We could do a kids review of a movie.
Oh, that'd be
Oh,
hilarious.
great.
We should do a kids review of movies and music.
I'm sorry, we could do that though. We gotta
People
figure out what's the next good kids movie coming out. Artemis Fowl.
Artemis Fowl.
That looks lit.
When is that coming out? January?
I don't know, but I know I like Artemis Fowl the character. We could try that out.
You know what? People love kid reactions. And we're going like
Kids say the darndest
kids
things.
say the darndest like
She
yeah.
does. She shocked the shit out of me when I played Sicko Mode the other day.
That doesn't come out until August.
August. Oh, that's
August.
wild.
All right, we'll find something before then. We can do Captain Marvel.
We could do Captain Marvel. Yeah, for
Jordan's
sure.
watching us.
Oh, hey, Jordan.
Hey.
Well, you're gonna be here on our next episode. So be
The
ready.
next one. But
Be ready. No.
Oh yeah.
Or I mean, we can do food reviews. Go to some new restaurants. Figure out. Nah.
there are always new restaurants opening
Yeah, there's
up in
always
Detroit.
new restaurants in Detroit. We can do a review after we do the little gathering next month.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. That's gonna be next week.
We can talk
2
about our
weeks.
reaction to the gathering. Oh, you remember that weird thing that happened when Dave got drunk and did this?
I don't know if Dave will like that. Let's not. If you're listening, Dave, we do not mean it. It's a joke. Yeah, but I'm excited for the new year to come. I'm looking forward to all of the new music that's released. Hopefully, get some new Kendrick Lamar coming out. Maybe some. It's about time. He hasn't had a new album.
We gotta give him his.
We can get some new Eric coming out.
Some new air.
He be over there trying to hide his
Oh
vocals.
That's what
yeah,
I'm
he's talking
saying.
about my
You
new.
need to sing the new song.
I need a producer though. Who producing me?
We'll
That's the
find
thing. So I
somebody.
need to
We
put
know
somebody-
somebody that knows somebody.
I need some studio time. I'm gonna need some, some background singers.
We need to bring your brother back on the show too.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Marquise.
Yeah,
Maybe
Marquise.
Talk
Marquise
about-
is busy.
Oh yeah, he's got basketball and stuff.
He's working.
He's a,
Shout out
he's
to
a busy man.
Marquise.
We gotta bring Benny on again.
Yeah.
I know Benny. He's busy as
We
well.
gonna bring Cole, Nikki back. Nikki will be back. I mean, Cole will be back. She hates Nikki, but y'all know who I'm
Right.
talking about.
Oh,
Nicole.
talk about what you got, Nicole, for Christmas.
All right, before we close out, she kept asking for it. I got it for her. I got her a Wakanda Forever T-shirt,
It was hilarious.
straight off Amazon.
And you didn't tell her either, did you?
No, I didn't. So when she got it, of course, being Nicole, she threw the note out, didn't look at the note. She's like, "Oh, who got me this on Facebook? Who got me this?" And then she read the note and said, "Oh, Anthony."
Yeah, that's hilarious.
What did y'all get? Did y'all get anything like really good for Christmas?
When you get older, you just don't get anything.
Man, I got food cards. I got a
Man.
gift card to Qdoba. I got a gift card to
Mm.
Chili. I got a $50 gift card to Chili.
I got a gift card to
$50.
Outback Steakhouse.
Me
Outback.
too. I'm
That's
so
awesome.
excited.
$50 at Chili's. That'll take you. That you can use that for a long time.
Listen,
Yes,
man,
they
food-
got $8 lunch specials.
That's the only gift cards I'm
When
gonna
you
take.
get free
I'm sorry.
money for food, that's a
Right.
good thing.
Seriously.
You
like,
value that.
I was so excited, and I got socks. I was
Like-
so excited. I had a
like,
really
that's
good
why
Christmas.
socks.
All right, it's wrap up time.
All right, y'all.
It's been a great episode, great year.
Great year. We're closing out the 2018, moving into 2019. A lot of great things in store for everyone. Thank you all for the 57
6 or
episodes that
7.
we did. I don't know if we did them all together, but the 56 or 757 episodes
Someone
that
was
we
here.
did.
Someone was here.
Someone was here.
Right.
And hopefully here's to another great year in 2019.
Peace.
Peace. Peace.